All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakar Kodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity. Now, this is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. And it reads, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood." Okay? Our day-to-day, battle, all right, this war is spiritual. All right? Now, we live in a physical dimension, so to say, all right, a physical realm, okay? But what controls the physical, okay, can't be seen with physical eyes. All right, what controls this realm is spiritual. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, his true name is Yahweh, which means he is or he exists, okay, is the supreme most high God. And then he gave authority, okay, on the earth in the physical to his son, okay, whose name is Yahweh Shai, which means he saves or he delivers, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, these two beings, they control everything. Now, when I say everything, not only do they control the physical, but they control the spiritual realm. Okay? And it says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Now, us that are in the faith, okay, us Hebrew Israelites, all right, that know and conduct ourselves as Hebrew Israelites, we know and ought to know the fact of the matter, okay, that we are wrestling, we are fighting, we are warring against spirits, man. And that being said, there are things that happen to you in your walk in this life, that appear physical, okay, or that are physical, but the powers behind it are spirits, man. Now, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai controls everything, as I said before. And with that, I mean they control good and evil. They control spirits on the left hand, which, left would have to deal with, the polar opposite of right, which is righteous. But they control both spectrums. Okay, the spiritual demon Satan gets his power and instruction from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. To prove that, you could go into the book of Job, chapter 2. And it talks about how when all the sons of God came, okay, Satan himself came amongst them as well. Because Satan, all right, is the chief angel on the left hand. And the angels on the left hand you would call demons. All right. So Satan is controlled by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He doesn't act out on his own. Now, when you read that in Job chapter 2, the Lord is asking Satan, well, where'd you come from? What were you up to? Satan didn't reply to the Lord and say none of your business. Okay, he told the Lord exactly what he wanted to know. And then the Lord told Satan, Look, I put the power in your hand to do what you want to Job. Just, you can't kill him. You can't, you know, you can't kill Job. You can't destroy him. Okay, you can't lure him into falling away from me. Okay. And that's what Satan's trying to do with us. All right, he's trying to get us to denounce Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai by getting in our head, by using the world against us, by using physical things. Okay, your phone could act up, your internet service. Remember, Satan is the prince of the power of the air. Controls the airwaves, controls telecommunications, has the ability to control, I should say. You know, he could interrupt your phone to where you lose service for a day, hours. All right. Your car won't start. You know, things of that nature to get to you, to get in your head. And not only that, but other people. See, when other people mess with us, come against us, into spiritual force behind all that. Okay, which is Satan. All right? And it's all a test. So, you know, your woman, your children could come against you. And that's Satan trying to get in your head. Trying to get you, you know, to lose your wits. To bug you out. To get you in your emotions. You know, like I did this video earlier. I had to redo it. Satan was messing with my vocals, you know. And brothers that know me, you know that I have a speech impairment, if you will. And, you know, sometimes I got to talk, you know, as if I'm yelling. When I'm not actually yelling, I'm just trying to squeeze the words out. You know, but one time I remember my child had told me something that she didn't mean. Okay, but it was Satan using my child to say something that just at that moment in time, you know, made me feel low in the spirit. Okay. And Satan could do these things, man. You know. I didn't get upset with my child, but I took it personally because it was a personal attack. And that's why we have to, you know, as it says right here in verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, that you may be able to stand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. All right? We have to put on this armor, you know, apply these scriptures to our daily life and grow in the faith, grow in the spirit. Okay, we must grow in the spirit because the evil day is coming, man. All right, the evil day is coming swiftly, in which we're going to be tested on the highest levels. And these people, you know, Satan gonna be all on them, man. All right, your family, Satan gonna be all on your family, man. Satan gonna try to jump on you. Okay, especially if Esau, you know, is attempting to have his way with you. And Satan, okay, could throw demons out there now. That being said, we know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai controls everything. And there's gonna be miracles. Okay, there's going to be divine intervention. Brothers are going to receive spiritual power. Okay, but we will be tested. We will go through trials. And this is the beginning. This is that fiery furnace. The fiery trial. As of right now. To prove us. You know, but the tests, the trial is going to get, you know, more dire. It's going to become more severe, more serious. It's going to be more of a test, man. You know, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai putting us through things allowing these, spirits to mess with us. Once again, it's to prove us. Once again, it's for experience. Once again, it's to, allow us to endure. Okay, which means to make hard. Okay, through sufferings. All right, you can't, you can't complete a task without suffering. It could be a small task that where you're suffering is loss of time. Or it could be something severe where, you know, you got to cut people off. Okay, you got to make sacrifices of people, that are in your way, you know. But we're entering that evil day, man, where we need Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and his words and faith in him. Because it's going to get more and more wicked, more evil. The demonic attacks are going to increase. Okay, the losses and the sufferings are going to increase. But there's going to come a time where those that are found worthy, okay, are going to get that power, man. It's going to let up. All right. So, hey, with that, this is a quick one. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Arakakwadash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.